Hello and welcome. You're watching News Now on Goa365 and I'm your anchor Subhashish Govekar. From Goa streets to world events, we bring you the stories that matter. And here's what's happening today. Typhoon Kalmegi devastates Philippines Cebu. At least 66 dead, thousands displaced as rescue efforts continue in isolated areas. Rahul Gandhi alleges 25 lakh fake voters in Haryana, accuses BJP and Election Commission of manipulating poll results. Outrage in Arpora after LED board flashes Pakistan Zindabad. Locals demand action, CM promises strict probe. And we begin with the top story for the day. A major controversy has surfaced in Arpora after an LED signboard flashed the message Pakistan Zindabad. The display sparked outrage amongst locals who questioned how such a board was allowed to be put up in the first place. The Chief Minister has responded, assuring that strict action will follow.
The signboard, placed outside a wine shop in Arpora, quickly caught public attention and led to anger and concern in the area. Residents said the message was offensive and raised questions of security and intent. Acting promptly to prevent the situation from escalating, Arpora Sarpanch Roshan Redkar along with Anjuna police visited the spot and intervened to defuse tensions.
गॅसपर भागात तेणी म्हाका सांगलें की एक वाइन स्टोर आहा स्टारलायटाच्या सायडीक तेणीन ऑलरेडी एक पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद हेजो एक LED स्क्रीन लायला म्हणून आनी तो रोल जाता सो तेच्यानी म्हाका आपयलो थंयसर येवन कितें आहा तें मातशें पळय म्हणून पळयत जाल्यार हांवें पळयलो तो बोर्ड आहा थंयसर जेन्ना भुरग्यांक ताका विचारलें की बाबा तूं कितें लायलें ह्या भुरग्यान विचारलो हो हांवें विटनस थंयसर चालू आसा तेणी तांकां डायरेक्ट विचारलें की बाबा वो बोर्ड कित्याक लायला नहीं बंद करता है म्हटलो सो तेन्ना मागीर तेणी म्हाका फोन आपयलो हांवें ताका विचारलें जाल्यार तो म्हणलो ना आमकां खबर ना न्ही हें तें प्रॉब लागून न्ही सांगलो आमचें इतकेंच म्हणणें कितें जो तूं इंडियन तूं फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आमी मायंडान घेवंक जाय आमी जाती पळोवपाच्यो ना आमी पळोवपाचें की आमी इंडियन म्हणून जेन्ना तूं इंडियन जोडटा इंडियन पोट भरता पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद हो बोर्ड लावंक शकना पयले सुवातेर आनी हांगासर आरपोरकार आमचे एक थंड तकलेन चलता खंयसरूच लॉ एंड ऑर्डर घेवपाचें आमी परिस्थितीचें न्हू सो हांवें PIक आतां उलयलां PIन म्हाका एश्युरन्स दिला की आमी कितें आतां एक्शन घेतलीच म्हणून आनी तें सांगतालो तो कालांगुटूय सेम इन्सिडंट जाला खंय कालांगूट PIशी तो उलयतालो आनी सेम इन्सिडंट जाला पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद म्हणून खंयच्या तरी सॅलुनाचेर आसा बोर्ड हें LED स्क्रीन जाता सो खंयसर तरी गव्हर्मेंटाचेर लक्ष घालूंक जाय आनी पळोवंक जाय की बाबा हें एक्झॅक्ट कितें पळय तो सीन आतां आमकां दिसलें तें कितें तरी तेंच्यांनी पर्पजली केला म्हणून ते आतां पुलिसांनी सोदून काडूंक जाय आमचो PI काम बरें करता तेणी आतां ऑटोमॅटीक रोखडीच एक्शन घेतलेलें आनी रोखडेच तांकां हाडलें हांगासर तेंच्यांनी तेजेर एक्शन घेवन तेणी सगळी चवकशी काडूंक जाय तेंचे बाबा खरें तें एंटी नॅशनल कितें हें आहा स्क्वॉड आहा जावं कितें आहा पळय गोंया भायले ते हरियाणा वायड सो तें सगळें जालें ते हिंदूच एक्चुली पूण ते एरोगेंटली उलोवंक लागले की बाबा ना आमी बंद करचे ना म्हणून तो भुरगो तांकां सांगता की बाबा बंद कर जिंदाबाद तो LEDचेर चलता तूं तो बंद कर म्हटल्यार तो ना करिना म्हणून सांगता थंयसर तेंचे तेंकां बेशी दिसता
म्हणजे तांकां खबर आसा
तांकां खबर आसली
दोन दीस चालू आसले काय तिसरो दीस
सो हे पोपोज कितें चलतालें तें पोपोजली चालू आसलें काय बाय ग्लिच
ते पर्पजली आसले काय ते पुलिसांनी सोदून काडचे पडटले
तिसरो दीस चालू आसा
मागीर वायरींग कट केलें
मागीर वायरींग कट केलें
परत जॉईन मारून घेतले आमी तेजेर
आनी परत चालू केलो हांवें एक्झॅक्ट हांव च्या पिवन रावलो आनी सडनली पयलें पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद म्हणून व्हडलो बोर्ड मागलेलो तर LEDचेर हांवें तें पळयना फुडें हांवें पयलीं फोन मारलो पुलिसेक सरपंचाक फोन मारलो थर्ड मारलो मायकल्लो ऑफिसराक हांवें फोन मारलो तो वांगडा फुडें हांवें समतें हें पयलीं केलें हात दिवंक करूंक ना हें गेलो भितर वतना फुडें तो म्हणूंक लागलो हांवें म्हणलें क्या चालू आहे तो म्हणूंक लागलो नहीं बंद करता नहीं हांवें पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद बोर्ड मारा म्हणलें नहीं बंद करता नहीं म्हणूंक लागलो बंद करना म्हणूंक लागलो हांवें ताका विचारलें बंद करना कित्याक तर म्हणलें मागीर हांवें ते पुलीस एरिया थंय येयलो सगळें मागीर तेन्ना फुडें इश्यू
जर तर तो आफ्टर टायम पिरियड जी अलॉट केली आसता 9 तो एक जायसर चालू दवरता आनी ते एरोगेंटली वागतात भुरगे ते सो आमी पंचायत लायसन कॅन्सल करतली पण पुलिसांनी हेजेर एक्शन घेवची आणि ते शॉप बंद दवरचे.
It may be recalled that a similar controversy emerged in Margao a few months ago when a minor was allegedly prompted to chant the same slogan. Referring to that case, the Arpora Sarpanch told the police inspector that Kalangut had also witnessed a comparable situation in the recent past. Local representatives have expressed concern that such acts are deliberate attempts to create tension between Hindu and Muslim communities in Goa. Kalangut MLA Michael Lobo urged the public not to fall for these provocations and to maintain peace and harmony.
Nobody should take law in their hand. काल आम्ही CMही उलयला हेजेर, हांवूय उलयला हेजेर. Nobody has right to take law in their hands. पयर ट्युरिस्टांक मारले थिंगा वागातोर. आनीक हे सायडीन जावचे न्हू. भुरगे एग्रेसिव्ह जाता. आमी पळयल्ले आहा हे. फाटल्या दिसांनी आनीक थिंगा इन्सिडंट जालो. पिरना. सो एग्रेसिव्ह कोणेच जावंक पाना. लॉ आपल्या हातीन घेवप ना. There is police. They are there to check this. So our youth have to be proactive in business. Our youth have to be proactive in education. Our youth have to be proactive in their own ways to come up in life. आपण वयर सरचो आपल्या ओन ताकदीचेर असले करून काय मेळपाचें ना. हे कित्याक हे कम्युनल डिवायड करपा खातीर कोणें तो हॅक केलो.
आयकात मुख्यमंत्र्यान कितें सांगलें तें.
स्ट्रिक्टली एक्शन घेवपाक लायल्या. वॉट एवर द इन्क्वायरी इज गोइंग ऑन ताजेर एक्शन घेतले. एक्शन घेतली. ऑलरेडी आम्ही त्यांनी परमिशन घेनासतर घातलेलो बोर्डाक ऑलरेडी एक्शन घेतली.
लोकल इतले थंय जमोन तेका सांगोन की बाबा तू ते पाकिस्तान जिंदाबाद कित्याक लायला ते बंद कर जाल्यार तेजी दादागिरी इतली आसली की तो डायरेक्ट सांगतालो की आपूण बंद करिना म्हणून. आनी तेणी तो बंद करूंक ना. फायनली सरपंचाक आनी लोकलांक पुलीस स्टेशनार वयचें पडलें. ही परिस्थिती आयज आमच्या गोंयची जाल्ली आसा. आयज आमच्या गोंयांत कसले कसले लोक जे भल्ला पळय हे हेका कंट्रोलूच ना. कसलोच एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन टोटल फेल जाल्लें आसा. आयज असले लोक आमच्या गोंयांत भल्ला जे एंटी नॅशनल आसा, जे पाकिस्तानाक सपोर्ट करता. ते दीस कोण तरी दाऊदाचो मनीस हांगा मेळ्ळो. हेच्या पयलीं कसले कसले गँगांचे मेळ्ळे, बांगलादेशी मेळटा आनी कसले ISIS लिंक आसलेले लोक हांगा मेळटा. सो गोंय हे आमचो एक आतां एक सेफ झोन जाल्लो आहा तांकां रावपाक लागून.
सांगचें म्हणल्यार 2 वर्सां पयलीं सेम कॉन्स्पिरसी कशी अशी जाल्यार म्हाका दिसता. कित्याक सायमल्टेनियसली एक इव्हेंट जाता कालांगुटात 2 वर्सां पयलीं. तेन्ना म्हाका क्रिकेट मॅच आसली चालू. तेन्ना कोणी तरी एक व्हिडिओ कोण तरी एक ब्लॉगर येयल्लो ताका विचारपाक की बाबा वीच टीम आर यू सपोर्टींग. तो म्हणलो आमी पाकिस्तान सपोर्ट करता. तितून पाकिस्तान सपोर्ट करता म्हणून लोकांनी तेजेर रिएक्शनूय घेतलें. कालांगूट PIन ताका उखलून हाडलो तेन्ना. कित्याक दिस इज एंटी नॅशनल जें कितें चल्लां तेन्ना चल्लेलें. तेजे उपरांत एक रॅली जाली सप्टेंबराक ह्या वर्सा. थंयसरूय एक खंयची तरी गाडयेर बरयल्लें फ्री पॅलेस्टायन म्हणून. आनी आयज हो 3रो इन्सिडंट.
Nitiksha Gaukar, Gautami Gaukar and Arun Naik for Goa365.
Authorities in Cebu are grappling with the aftermath of Typhoon Kalmegi, which has claimed dozens of lives and left countless residents displaced. Rescue teams continue to reach isolated communities, while local leaders warn recovery will be long and challenging.
The death toll from Typhoon Kalmegi has risen to 66 as Cebu province begins to pick through the wreckage left by devastating floods. Civil defense authorities report 49 deaths in Cebu alone, with 26 people still missing, as residents confront one of the worst disasters in recent memory. Floodwaters swept through towns and cities, carrying away cars, trucks and even shipping containers. Cebu Governor Pamela Barry-Quatro says the flash floods were worsened by years of siltation from quarrying and substandard flood control projects. Typhoon Kalmegi, packing winds of up to 130 km per hour with gusts reaching 180, struck just 5 weeks after a powerful earthquake hit the region. Thousands have been left homeless and entire neighborhoods were submerged in fast-rising waters. Among the victims were children, elderly residents and entire families caught in their own homes. In Talise City, survivors like Elikin Okan described losing years of savings and hard work to mud and debris, but were thankful their loved ones survived. Rescue operations have been complicated by blocked roads and down communications. The Philippine Red Cross reports hundreds of calls from stranded residents while emergency crews struggle to reach remote areas safely. Tragically, a Philippine Air Force helicopter carrying relief supplies crashed in the Agusan del Sur, killing 6 personnel. Kalmaigi, locally known as Tino, is the 20th storm to hit the Philippines this year. After crossing western Palawan, it is now headed to Vietnam, where authorities are preparing for its impact as communities in Cebu begin the long process of recovery. Lindsay Menezes and Vaishnavi Salgaonkar for Goa365.
We'll be back shortly with more news after the short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Rahul Gandhi dropped a political bombshell, claiming Haryana's election was hijacked with nearly 25 lakh fake or manipulated voters. From Brazilian models appearing on multiple voter lists to shocking postal vote discrepancies, he warned India's youth that the state's democratic process and their future was under threat, with what he calls crystal clear proof of large-scale fraud.
The leader of opposition accused the BJP and Election Commission of manipulating Haryana's polls, claiming 12.5% of voters were fake, duplicate or part of bulk entries. Highlighting bizarre cases like a Brazilian model voting 22 times under multiple names, he called it a centralized operation, criticizing the EC for allegedly ignoring duplicates.
5 तरीके की वोट चोरी है हरियाणा में. डुप्लीकेट वोटर्स 5 लाख, इनवैलिड एड्रेसेस 90,000, तकरीबन 90,000, बल्क वोटर्स 19 लाख. और ये जो आखिरी हमने खाली रखे हैं, मिसयूज ऑफ फॉर्म 6, मिसयूज ऑफ फॉर्म 7, ये एडिशंस और डिलीशंस हैं. महादेवपुरा के प्रेजेंटेशन के बाद इलेक्शन कमीशन हमें ये फॉर्म नहीं देती. महादेवपुरा के टाइम उन्होंने गलती कर दी, हमें मिल गई, इसलिए हमने वो आपको दिखा दिया. बिग पिक्चर क्या है हरियाणा के युवाओं? बिग पिक्चर है कि आपकी सरकार चोरी की गई है, चोरी की सरकार है, फेक सरकार है. 2 करोड़ वोटर हरियाणा में, 25 लाख वोट चोरी. एक 8 में से 1 वोटर चोरी का. 12.5% वोट चोरी थी हरियाणा में. और ये जिस लेवल पे हो रहा है, सेंट्रलाइज तरीके से हो रहा है, ये बीजेपी और इलेक्शन कमिश्नर के कल्यूजन से हो रहा है. ये इलेक्शन कमीशन के बिना नहीं हो सकता है. ये एक इलेक्शन कमीशन की अथॉरिटी के बिना नहीं किया जा सकता है. क्योंकि अगर इलेक्शन कमीशन को डुप्लीकेट्स हटानी हो, पिक्चर्स हटानी हो, ब्राजीलियन फोटो नहीं डालनी हो, वो 2 मिनट का काम है. तो इन तीनों ने और नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने और अमित शाह ने मिलकर हिंदुस्तान की डेमोक्रेसी को खत्म कर दिया है. हिंदुस्तान के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पर यह आक्रमण है. अंबेडकर जी के कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पर यह आक्रमण है. और अब यही सिस्टम जो हरियाणा में लागू हुआ, उससे पहले महाराष्ट्र में, मध्य प्रदेश में, छत्तीसगढ़ में, यही सिस्टम बिहार में लागू होगा.
In response, Union Minister Kiren Rijiju and BJP spokespersons dismissed Gandhi's allegations as politically motivated distractions. They accused him of colluding with anti-India forces and attempting to divert attention from Congress's declining influence in Bihar. The BJP highlighted that it secured 48 out of 90 Haryana assembly seats, forming the government for a 3rd consecutive term, and called Gandhi's claims baseless.
आज उन्होंने बिहार में 2 दिन बाद पोलिंग होगा और उससे हट करके हरियाणा का कहानी सुना रहे थे. इससे साफ मालूम हो गया कि बिहार में तो कुछ बचा नहीं है, इसलिए ध्यान को भटकाने के लिए हरियाणा के इशू को लेके आ रहे हैं और फजूल के बातें लेकर के एक प्रस्तुतिकरण किया है. मैं उस पर नहीं जाना चाहता हूं क्योंकि सब फर्जी था और कुछ विदेशी महिला का नाम जिक्र कर रहे थे वो. अब चुनाव के समय वो विदेश जाता है, पार्लियामेंट चलते समय राहुल गांधी छुपके से कंबोडिया निकल जाता है, थाईलैंड निकल जाता है। बिहार में चुनाव प्रचार चल रहा है, वो कोलंबिया चले गए। तो वो विदेश जाते रहते हैं, तो उसको विदेश से जो उसको प्रेरणा मिलता है उसको लेकर के उसके कुछ टीम है वो क्या तैयारी करते हैं उनको दे देता है, फिर आपका समय को बर्बाद करते हैं। नेता प्रतिपक्ष सीरियस मुद्दे पे बात करना चाहिए, फजूल के बातें पे समय व्यर्थ नहीं करना चाहिए, ये मेरा उनको पहला सुझाव है।
The Election Commission, while not directly responding to Gandhi's presentation, questioned why Congress polling agents did not raise objections during the elections and highlighted ongoing efforts like the special intensive revision to remove duplicate voter entries. Manish Parab and Muzaif Sheikh for Goa365.
Democracy is doing a roll call and Goa's on the list. The Election Commission's new voter revision drive is knocking on doors to make every name count. So when that form arrives, don't shrug it off. It's more than paper. It's your ticket to make your voice heard.
The Election Commission of India has kicked off the second phase of its special intensive revision across 9 states and 3 union territories including Goa. The drive, which covers around 51 crore voters nationwide, aims to make sure every eligible citizen is listed in the electoral rolls and that no ineligible names remain. In Goa, booth-level officers have already started going door-to-door handing out enumeration forms to voters. These forms come partially filled with existing details and voters need to verify and complete the remaining sections. District officials across North and South Goa, including Collector and District Election Officer of North Goa, Ankit Yadav, and South Goa Collector, Ms. Egna Cletus, have briefed BLOs about the revision process and the importance of making it smooth and inclusive.
As all of you are aware, that Election Commission has announced the SIR for the state of Goa. As part of that, all the EROs and the BLOs under them have been properly trained and they have been given kit bags and proper training has been given to all of them. Apart from that, for all the voters, forms have been printed and handed over to the BLOs. From today, the work of distribution of forms has started. All the BLOs have started going in the field and have started the process of distribution of the forms to the voters. By the time the reports have come, till now, today, around 30,000 forms have been distributed across the different assembly constituencies. And this work of distribution of forms will continue to go on till the enumeration phase is there, from 4th November till 4th December. Process of distribution of forms, and after they have been filled by the voter, these forms will be collected back. And after taking back the forms, the draft roll will be published on 9th of December, after which the period of claims and objections will commence. To help the voters of all the district of North Goa, we have created dedicated help desk and shared the number on our social media as well as through the press. People can reach out on all these numbers in their assembly constituencies as well as the collector's office if they have any doubt and if they need any help in filling the form. Apart from that, the BLOs have been sensitized to help the voters in filling these forms. The forms have a pre-filled section and the other part has to be filled by them. If they have any query, the BLOs will help them and ensure that their forms are duly filled and submitted to the office.
So from 4th November onwards till 4th December, our BLOs will be visiting every household and will be distributing the enumeration form. Now enumeration form will be having some pre-filled information such as the name of the voter, then their EPIC ID, then their photograph. All what they have to do is fill in some more information such as their contact number, date of birth, Aadhaar information if they are ready to give, then the details of the previous SIR if they have participated in it. Now to get that information, our BLO will be helping them, otherwise the volunteers will be coming and helping. In case if they have not participated in the previous SIR, then they can give the information of their relative who have participated in the previous SIR. Now during this phase of enumeration, they need not give any other documentation. So within 1 month time, we will be collecting this enumeration form back from them, which is duly filled, and based on that we will be taking a decision. Now why we are doing this SIR? It is to ensure that our electoral roll is proper, correct, and it is having updated information. So the entire objective of SIR is to ensure that all the eligible voters are included in the voter roll and ineligible people's name doesn't exist in the voter ID.
Special attention is being given to elderly citizens persons with disabilities and other vulnerable groups to ensure that they aren't left out or inconvenienced. Volunteers will be deployed to assist anyone who needs help filling out the forms. The enumeration phase runs from November 4th to December 4th, after which all filled forms will be collected by BLOs. The drafted electoral roll will be then published on December 9th, opening the window for claims and objections before the final list is locked in. Lindsay Menezes and Muzaif Sheikh for Goa365.
Don't go anywhere, we will be back shortly after this small break. And lastly, for the weather, Goa is finally putting away the umbrella. After days of cloudy moods and passing drizzles, the skies are brightening up just in time for a sunny midweek. The rain clouds are retreating and Goa is stepping into its dry and cheerful side once again.
The well-marked low pressure area that's been hanging around the northeast Bay of Bengal has now weakened. The system is moving away towards the Bangladesh coast and is expected to fizzle out within the next 24 hours. The rain factory in the sky is closing shop for now, and that means clearer, calmer weather ahead for Goa. Over the last 24 hours, Goa enjoyed dry weather conditions across both districts. The mercury behaved just right. Mormugaon recorded the highest temperature at 32 degrees Celsius, while Panjim cooled off to a pleasant 23.4 degrees Celsius. For the next day or two, expect similar numbers, around 32 degrees Celsius by day and 24 degrees Celsius by night. Warm days, cool nights and a touch of early morning mist, classic November in Goa. Light isolated rainfall may make a brief appearance at a few spots on the 6th and 7th, mostly a gentle sprinkle rather than a soaking. But from November 7th onwards, the weather gods are calling it a truce. Dry skies are set to rule through the rest of the week, perfect for those long drives, beach walks, or that extra round of evening tea by the shore. Morning commuters might notice a thin layer of fog hanging around, nothing too dramatic. Just drive carefully through the early haze and keep your headlights on low beam. There are no weather warnings for fishermen or the public. The sea remains friendly and the winds calm. But as always, safety first. Tourists can dip their toes in the waves again, but maybe skip the deep dives until the weekend tides settle. Authorities still advise keeping an eye out of traffic updates and avoiding low-lying zones during any surprise showers. And though the heavy rains are behind us, a few simple steps like unplugging electronics during lightning or staying indoors during brief downpours never hurt. So as the week rolls on, expect clearer skies, golden sunsets to return. Time to trade in those umbrellas for sunglasses and let the sunshine do the talking. Goa moves into dry spell. Light rain possible in spots on November 6th to 7th. Sunny, clearer weather from November 7th onwards. Mild fog in early mornings. No weather warnings. Maximum and minimum temperature for Thursday, 32 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius. Bureau Report Goa365 with inputs from IMD.
That wraps up our top stories for today. You've been watching News Now on Goa365. For more in-depth reports and stories, visit our website at www.goa365.tv. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Goa365TV for continuous coverage and updates on stories that matter. Stay informed, stay safe, and we'll see you again this time tomorrow on Goa365.